Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Hey Corner Crew podcast. I am your host, JJ Lang. With me, as always, is my wonderful co-host. You know him, you love him, Nate the Little Goon Foss.
What's up? I'm here.
And with us today, very special guest, the first ever player to be on the show, our senior forward from RIT Women's Hockey from Chatsworth, Ontario, number 19, Hana Solinger.
Hey.
We're very like I said, you are the first player to ever be on, so you do have that honor at this point.
People who don't know you, if you want to just do a quick introduction.
Yeah.
I don't know how they wouldn't know you, so.
I'm Hannah. I'm in my 4th year here at RIT. I am a psychology major. I'm from Chatsworth, Ontario, Canada. I played my junior years in Cambridge, Ontario. And I came to Rochester, where I started my career here as a Tiger. And ever since, it's been awesome.
Awesome. So, just got a couple. Obviously, big weekend last weekend.
Yeah.
Fun to get 2 victories under the belt early. That's a nice change for once.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll do the game and next weekend questions early, and we'll get to the fun ones in a minute. Obviously, in an 8-0, 9-0 game, sometimes it's not as indicative to how either team played. What positives can you take if there's obviously a ton, but what did you see on the ice that was really good to come out of a weekend like that?
Well, the first 2 weekends we played, we were scoring low levels, it was 5-2 or 3-2. So just getting more goals in the back of the net, it was awesome to see that we can produce that. So I think that's really going to help our confidence going into the next couple of weekends for sure.
Can you speak about the confidence? You yourself had first 2 goals of the season this weekend. How did that feel?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, I'm not much of a goal scorer myself, so it was great. It kind of built some confidence with that too. And just to see a couple other new faces get some goals, which was awesome to see with the young freshmen. So hopefully they can keep going with that with this year and their years to come.
Yeah, those 2 games were so much fun to be out watching. Those were wild.
Yeah, it was fun to be part of. I mean, it was fun to be on the flip side.
I think we said that a bunch up in the corner as well. We're like, oh, this is kind of nice to be on the other side of this sometimes. You mentioned a couple of the freshmen, a bunch of them getting a lot of action early on in the year, especially this weekend, getting some first goals. What do you see in the freshman class that, we're 3 weeks in, they're kind of starting to finally get acclimated to the college level? Because it's definitely different going from junior preps, high school kind of stuff to Division I college hockey. What positives can they take from this weekend?
I mean, they all work really hard, and that's awesome to see. Just having those girls come to practice every day, excited to get better and excited to push the upperclassmen. So that's awesome. And then just the work ethic on the ice, even in those tougher games, the first couple of weekends, they're still confident in the room. The energy is awesome. So it's awesome to have pumped up kids, I guess you can say, being around in the locker room. It's a nice atmosphere to be around.
For sure.
Awesome.
So looking at you specifically now, what made you pick RIT? What was the recruiting process like for you personally when they were trying to get you here?
So I was in my junior years. I was looking around, and I didn't know what I wanted to go in for school. I came in undeclared, actually. I didn't declare as a psychology major till sophomore year at Christmas. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do in terms of school. So when I came to visit the campus, the facilities that we have are unreal. The gym is amazing, the locker rooms we have, and then even the turfs and the other facilities for the other sports are all amazing. So just the school and the atmosphere I saw around in the rink, and then obviously it's a good academic school, so I knew whatever I was going to choose, it was going to be good in terms of that. And then just the girls that I met, they were all awesome and had good things to say. So it was all just a positive recruitment process, really, and I'm glad I came.
I think we're all glad that you're a part of this program also because you've been a big part of it so far. Your favorite part about playing at RIT?
Oh, definitely the gene. The gene's awesome. It's sad that we're away so much this year, but last year we had a lot of home games, which is like awesome. And we all have said we don't like playing anywhere but the gene. So right off the top of my head, I'd say the gene, and then the corner crew, obviously, and the band is awesome.
I'll say when we saw your guys' schedule, I think Nate texted me immediately and said, "Why do we not have any home games for the women this year? Like, what is up with that?" We were both really mad. Really mad.
That was tough to see. We were really disappointed in that one.
And I know Dan Scully was upset, so he unfortunately could not be on today, but Dan was pretty upset too.
Yeah, I was too. I mean, I don't mind playing away, but if I could pick anywhere to play, it'd be the gene.
We agree, by the way.
Oh yeah. But keep an eye out on some away games. You might see us pop up.
Sure.
For your favorite moment so far playing at RIT?
Honestly, last year when we tied Penn State, I know it's not a win, but in our eyes, that was a win. Like,
that was a great game.
Yeah,
I missed that game.
So, and it was just that whole week we practiced 3-on-3 all week, and then so we got to play a bit in the game, and we thought we had so many opportunities. It was just a fun game to be a part of, and just like tying it up with like, I don't know what it was, a minute left or 3 minutes left, whatever it was. It was just like the adrenaline was going, everyone was pumped up. So I think that's probably up there. And then there's some freshman year times that we swept a couple teams. That was fun. But the most recent, I'd say, either this past weekend with the sweep or tying Penn State last year.
Yeah, those were all really fun games. But this past weekend, I remember I think it was me that kept yelling, "I want 10." A bunch of us were yelling, "We wanted 10 Saturday." Yeah. We were all like, "Come on, one more."
I know, it was close.
So looking ahead to this upcoming weekend, what are your guys' takeaways for like what do you guys think you need to do in order to come out with 2 W's?
We just gotta play our game. Like, obviously Colgate's a ranked team. They're pretty good. We've already seen a couple ranked teams, so we know what to expect really. We kind of just want to go in with the confidence we have from this past weekend and not get down on ourselves in that whoever we're playing, right? So we've played a couple good periods against some ranked teams, and I think since we have that experience and we have a couple wins under our belts, it's going to be a different weekend compared to last year against this team.
I mean, I know Nate and I have both said multiple times in this that your guys' team is not one that if you guys fall behind at all, you guys are not a team that just rolls over and dies. Like, you guys are always in it no matter what. And I think against Vermont especially, like, you guys kept those games close, and that's to be commended because they're a very good program.
Yeah, for sure. We've heard a lot about Colgate being similar to Vermont, so I think knowing that and the girls knowing that, we're confident going in it. Like, we thought we hung in there. We scored first against them in the second game, but we just got to find a way to keep pushing, like you said, and not fall behind or just keep going the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I know a lot of times I hear from a lot of coaches that like, earlier in the season, it's not, and especially in non-conference games, it's not necessarily about the other team. It's more about our team and how we play versus a specific opponent. How is that kind of the mentality still, or are you guys really digging into what Colgate does a little bit here?
No, I think even like last year, at the end of the year, like throughout the whole season, we want to focus on ourselves and how we play. We don't want to like change our game because of other people or other teams. We want to stick to like what we have, like the mentalities we have of being like aggressive or our forecheck, stick to that, and our D zone. So if we stick to our plans or our game plans, we'll be able to be successful. So I think it's mostly just sticking to the game plans and doing the right things.
How awesome is it playing for Celeste?
It's awesome. It's definitely, I've never played for someone like her. She brings the energy every day to practice at 7 a.m. She definitely knows how to get us going in the morning. You could say get the legs going. Um, just the mentality and like her desire to get everyone better every day. She just keeps pushing us to be the best players and the best people we can be. So I think that's really important aspect outside of hockey too, is how much she cares about us individually with school or what's going on with our lives and stuff. But then for the hockey sense of it, like her program that she's building here is going to be something special in a couple years for sure.
Oh yeah.
I can speak for a lot of people. We were all pretty pumped up when she got the job.
So. Oh yeah, we were.
It's nice to hear that. All the nice positive things, especially from players who see her every day. I've been around RIT hockey a long time. She's definitely in my top 5 favorite women's players of all time.
Really?
So having her come back was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to play for someone that's been in my jersey before. Like she's been in that position, she knows what it's like. So it's awesome. Like I think we can all respect her that she knows what it's like to be a student athlete. So she definitely knows her way around the girls' hockey.
Awesome, good to know. So we have a little bit of a speed round here.
Yes, these are fun.
These are the fun questions. We're done with the dumb, boring hockey.
And
yes or no's, or do you have to elaborate?
Oh no,
maybe not yes or no's, but
they're funny.
Okay.
We are gonna. I gotta make the comment. We are gonna keep track because we're gonna try to get everybody on at some point. We're gonna keep track of everyone's answers so we can kind of like put together a list at the end of like a superlatives thing. It'll be kind of funny. So I'll let Nate roll through them all.
So, and I got this idea from another podcast. I listened to the interviews, a bunch of players. Who's the funniest teammate in the locker room? Who's got everybody laughing all the time? And don't be afraid to say yourself too in any of these. Like, be honest here.
I'd say Emma Stephen. She's just so subtle, and it's like out of nowhere.
The saying goes, goalies are weird.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's part of it.
I guess on the flip side, who's the least funny? Who thinks they're funny but aren't really?
I'm gonna go with Bailey Keel.
Really?
I mean, she's funny, but sometimes we're just like, what?
It just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, she's awesome though.
Who's the best dressed on the team? Who's got the best game day fits coming in?
Oh God, that's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones.
There's been some good ones we've seen so far.
I'm gonna go with Chloe McNeil or Lindsay Maloney. They're in the same house, so I think they kind of share their outfits, but they both like come on point every day. And honestly, to be fair, Lindsay's in the PA program, so she has to dress up every day. So she kind of gets more experience than us, but they look good.
This is one of my favorite questions. Who's the first one to fall asleep on the bus on the road? Who gets on the bus and just passes right out? Doesn't even matter where they're going, how long it is, what time it is.
Most recent was Chloe McNeil, and she was right in front of me, so I don't know this. I want to say Megan McCormick too, but I'm not. I don't know. I go with Chloe.
So everyone's like, "Where are they?" Oh, they passed out a half hour ago. Who's the worst cook?
I think I'm gonna say Nicole Ness because she was cooking a flour onion. Is that what? I don't know. What
something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and she burnt her hand, so I'm gonna say that.
Not like you need your hands for hockey or anything.
No.
I got one last quick one here. It happens. There's always that one person on the team. Practice is going great. Every drill's been flawless. Then one person just screws something up so bad. Who is it? We want to know. Don't be afraid. Especially if it's you, don't be afraid.
I want to say, I don't know. That's a hard one.
That's good then.
Every team's got one.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing. Maybe we're not screwing up drills that much.
No, we definitely are. I'm gonna go with Bailey again, just because every time the coach says a drill, she always comes up to me and says, "Wait, so this is what we're doing?" So I'm gonna say Bailey, even though I don't know if I can. I don't know if she actually messes it up. She's always asking me what we're doing, so I'm gonna say Bailey.
That's
One who's
funny.
always out in La La Land when coach is talking. Guess I got a couple more. Favorite away rink to play in?
I'm gonna say Penn State. Or does it have to be in our conference?
It doesn't
No.
matter.
Can be anywhere. Anywhere you've played in your 4 years.
I'll say Minnesota then, because that was a pretty sick rink. They were packed too, and I think it was cool because it was like their own girls rink, and then the guys had their own.
Really?
So yeah,
That's
and it
kinda
was
crazy.
like really nice too. So, I'm gonna say that Minnesota was sick. But in conference, I'd say Penn State. I don't know if you guys have seen the other.
Oh, I've been to.
He's
I've
been
been
there.
to.
I haven't yet, but hopefully this
It's
year.
Yeah,
It's a nice rink for sure.
Yeah, Penn State is nice. I think the person that or the company that built that rink is the same as the people who built the Gene or something. I don't know.
I think it was the same architect.
Something like that, yeah.
Favorite goal you've ever scored in your career? Doesn't have to be at RIT. It can be anywhere.
I'd say. Okay, in juniors we had we were in a shootout, and if we won the game we went to like the Final Four tournament, and it was like in a shootout I had to score. If we didn't score, or if we scored we moved on, and I went 5-hole, and I still got chills thinking about it. It was awesome.
I'm sure that was you end up on the bottom of the dog pile then, or?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I guess I got one more here, and I'm kind of making it up off the top of my head here. We got to get one more in here. This has been, don't want to end it. It's been fun. Your favorite teammate you've ever had? Have you ever played with anybody that's just like automatically your best friend?
Or someone you learned a lot from.
Yeah, someone you learned a lot from. Can be present, past.
Jordan Marchese for sure. Everyone loves her. Just an amazing person on and off the ice. Like, she's there for you if you need her. She loved you guys. Still does. She loves this program. She did a lot for it, obviously. She was an amazing captain, amazing player, an amazing friend. She's all the way in Europe, and she still texts us before every game. So I'd say her for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's the pregame meal?
Ooh.
Stir fry.
Really?
Well, if it's a early game, it's French toast. If it's a night game, it's stir fry.
That's definitely an answer I haven't heard
I can
before.
get
Usually
behind
it's
French toast.
some sort of chicken or pasta. I like the French toast.
Well, it's chicken in the stir fry. So
Yeah.
Well,
French toast. That's definitely a new one. I like that.
that's pretty good.
and me and Abby Davies, we were roommates last year, so we'd make it together in the morning.
That's pretty good.
That's
though.
awesome.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and taking time to talk with us for a bit. I know everybody listening and watching is they're gonna have fun with the fact that we have players coming on now.
For sure.
And I know Nate and I are both glad that you are the first person to come on. You are a senior. You are a senior. This is your last year. Hopefully not. Maybe one more after that, but I'm not going to get into that.
One more year. One more year.
But again, thank you so much for taking your time on. We wish you guys nothing but the best the rest of your season. I know you guys got a long way to go, but we'll be with you guys the whole rest of the way. Wrapping up though, if anybody has not yet, make sure to subscribe to everything, Spotify, YouTube, whatever. All the notifications and whatnot. I'm not going to bore everybody with that for the millionth time. Check on Instagram, Twitter, hop in Discord to make sure you know when upcoming games are away and home. And again, thank you, Hannah, for coming on. This was really fun. And
Thank you so much.
Of
Thank
course.
you for everything you guys do. We all love you guys.
Oh, we appreciate
They
it.
appreciate it. And with that, we will see everybody in the next episode. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Tigers.
R-I-T,